there's been word that the KIRLEEN River has overspilled its banks. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management also notes that smaller river courses, particularly in northeastern and central Trinidad, have also overspilled their banks. The ODPM advises citizens to be vigilant as the inclement weather continues. The Meteorological Service is also maintaining its riverine flood alert in light of current rainfall activity. Now, residents in various parts of the country are surrounded by floodwaters tonight and can neither get in or out of their homes. Ian Wason and Shaka Telesford visited some of those areas today. Ian is here with us. Now, Ian, can you tell us what you saw?
Well, Samantha, lots of water. The residents were marooned. It was so bad that cameraman Shaka Telesford and myself hitched a ride on a 4x4 pickup to get to the area. What is significant about the flood is the water started to rise long after the rains had stopped, as we see in this report. This pond, built to retain water, could not hold the volume, a result of the effects of the ITCZ on Wednesday into Thursday. The water overflowed into the community, causing distress to the residents, some of them prisoners in their own homes. The box drains were 5 feet deep, but the depth could not help the situation. MP for the area, Maxi CUFFIE, along with members of the regional corporations and HDC, went house to house with bags and other items to help bring some measure of relief to the affected residents. He later identified the problems and solutions to the floods.
They traced it back to some faulty work that was done a few years ago, and they have identified a solution for it. And so they have identified the residents who are most likely affected. They have, we have agreed on a way to treat with their issues, and they have given me the assurance that with the corrective measures that they intend to put in place, we would no longer have a recurrence of this.
Corporate Communications Officer Marissa Finley told the CNews they have identified the source of the problem.
What we've realized is that the flood is basically as a result of a defective floodgate which needs to be replaced, for which we've been working on to mitigate against what has happened here today, apart from all of the other interventions where you see large numbers of HEC staff, ODPM on site, and our estate management team here to bring some sort of alleviation to the residents who, by the way, have not been affected. The roads are flooded, none of their homes have been flooded. They are inconvenienced because they cannot get in and out of their homes.
Having identified the source, they will look towards a resolution.
We will now have about 6 pumps here from today to pump the water back out so that the water levels in the area will go down considerably and life can resort to normal. The HEC will remain here for the rest of the day. We'll be continuing to monitor the situation to ensure that all of the canals and the drainages are totally cleared, etc.
Interim President of the Community Council, KIRLEEN BOODOOSINGH, says apart from the flood, there are other concerns in Greenvale.
That pond there has always been a threat. Here has been a basin before, and now it's just an additional, I mean, it's really devastating, and we feel it as committee members, myself and the other members. We understand what the residents are going through, although we are not affected because we are more down to the back, which is phase 2. Here is phase 3, so phase 3 has always will be affected.
The residents fear more rains. I am Ian Wason reporting for CNews. And we also spoke to the foreman of the roving gang in Maloney, Winthrop Grant, who said the flooding in Greenvale could have been avoided had the HDC followed through on plans. A foreman with many years' service with HDC believes essential drainage works could have prevented the flooding disaster in Greenvale, Lahokita.
The drain system, what needed cleaning, and we did make recommendation from since over 3 weeks ago. I called my supervisor and let him know the drains was starting to come over to the road. And he tell me don't take it on, he'll send somebody to see about it, and rain always falling.
He claims similar problems were solved in Oropun Gardens and Miaro, but the problem with Greenvale stems from upper management.
this could have cleaned and this could have been avoided. We can't stop nature, right? If the pond and the attachment drain and these things did really clean to the timing and we did implement the big pump, and if we don't get them pump on them to pump that water over where the gardeners and them actually to cutting some of the bank, we will have a more disaster here.
He says another issue that's causing problems in the HDC housing schemes is the fact that contractors are doing shoddy work that HDC workers have to correct. We contacted an official from the HDC who requested anonymity. The official dismissed the claims made, noting that the HDC is working to address the issues. 6 pumps were brought in to aid the drainage in the area. I am Ian Wason reporting for C News. And that's just a brief look at what was the scene out there today. At this time, the ODPM has people on the ground helping those affected by today's flooding. And of course, C News will keep you updated on this developing story. Back to you, Samantha.
Thank you so much, Ian. We're now joined by a Tumpuna Road, San Rafael resident, FEREYCE ARMOUR, who says she lost everything when the floods came on Thursday. She's a mother of 3. Thanks for joining us, FEREYCE. Good evening, FEREYCE. Can you hear me? We seem to be having a bit of... FEREYCE, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening. I understand you're at the San Rafael Community Center. What are the conditions like there?
Well, right now it's quiet. We have 2 mattresses here, and we are here with the kids. We have some food stuff, and thanks to the community council, we got clothes for the kids and toiletries and stuff.
To leave the center tomorrow, by whom?
Well, we were told that we have to wait for our where we live to be sprayed, and that might be either tomorrow or Sunday. By corporation.
So is your house in any condition to return to?
No, it's not a house. It's a kind of a shack, and it's not uninhabitable. The river, what it did, it practically destroyed the structure in a way that it's not fit for anyone to live in.
So what are your plans? Where do you plan to spend the following nights when you leave the center?
Well, we have no idea, and we told our MP the situation, and well, he said that if we could come there, if we could move back in, and we told him no, we can't because of the situation. He was there, and we asked for emergency housing, and he said that there are no more available, which I think, I don't know if that to be true, but I am sure that there must be some kind of emergency housing available to house people like us. Because my daughter has asthma, and we have a autistic son who is mentally challenged. You know, and we have been going through this government come, government go, it's the same promises, and I'm so tired. We are so tired and frustrated and depressed, and that we have gotten nowhere this has been going on for like 10 years of going back and forth. And I'm so frustrated, I'm so tired. And all I'm asking, please, if it's possible, the Minister of Housing, because my auntie says he's not the Minister of Housing, so I'm appealing to the Minister of Housing, Mr. Randall Mitchell, please come to our assistance, come and see the place, and you will see that it is not fit for us to be living there. We have to be killing snakes there. I mean, how can someone expect us to move back our children there? In that condition.
Ms. Armour, thank you so very much for taking the time to speak with us. Our hearts do go out to you, and we do hope that the relevant authorities have heard your plea.
Thank you so much.